All right, welcome to, this is actually Randy Shannon's call. So Randy, I'm going to let you open it. Please.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Randy Shannon, and we are back live with our 42action.org call. And we're taking a slightly different turn tonight with our call. We normally are doing it strictly through the phone line, but tonight we're going down a road where we're actually adding in a little bit of video. We're doing a webinar live right along with our phone call. And this is something that Kelby and I of hisadvocates.org have been talking about now for just a little under 2 weeks. And this is a platform, it's a crowdfunding type of platform where everyone can get involved, and whatever your project may be, you have the ability to set up your project. No fees involved, no quotas. It's a huge booming industry, and you're in it at the forefront. We've talked about this for the last week or so, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring Kelby in. He's a good friend of mine, and he is going to take this a little bit deeper for those that have been interested in this, for those that have gotten started in this alongside of us, or were invited to this by somebody that knows you and loves you and knew that you could not miss this opportunity. So this is not network marketing. This is literally strictly a fundraiser. And if you think you don't have a way to raise funds, or you have no reason to raise funds or a reason to have a fundraiser, you're wrong. There's all kinds of great things out there. So I want to bring Kelby to the floor and have him go into detail and show us some things via this webinar tonight. And Kelby, I'm super glad to have you on.
Thanks.
So if you would take it away and just get into the details.
All right. First off, there's a lot of people that think, okay, I can't find people to go out and give me money for our fundraiser. And I'm going to say right now, stop it. Stop limiting yourself to thinking that you have to think about how to close a transaction to get people to donate to your cause. It's not even a plausible thing. When you go to our wall, you had to get the Get Start meeting and download it and install it. Right there's a meeting resources. I want to really limit this to minimal. This is easy stuff to understand. There's 2 questions that we have on that meeting resources tab, and this is going to blow your socks off. These questions are easy. Do you have a need for extra capital for any project, like paying your bills, catching up your house payment, anything? Yes. If I could show you a technology-based product that allowed for you to receive donations that you didn't have to pay back and that you didn't have to market to so that you can receive, would you be interested? The answer is yes. We put a phone number and an extension toll-free. If you're working with us, we actually are going to assist you to help onboard every single one of these people. So you're going to give basically when is good for you, and they're going to say 1 o'clock tomorrow, and then we're going to give you a conference line to dial in, and you'll be added to the appointment. So you're going to call our assistant, Eileen, 844-447-2386, extension 704. It's on this little ticket here, and you're going to book an appointment with us to help assist you to onboard the people. We'll spend 15 minutes. It's not going to take that long at all. What we're going to send out to them before we ask them to come to the appointment is a copy of the call and a copy of this webinar so that they can understand and get the grassroots done, and then we'll answer the questions live for them on the call, and that way we have a full 15 minutes of Q&A with each individual respective prospect. First off, this is not an MLM. This does not have a product. This is not a Ponzi scheme. This is not a pyramid. This company has done some things strategically very smart. They could not possibly have a merchant account and be any of those. They have less than 1/3 or 0.3% chargeback ratio for being up for over 15 months. I have personally, with Randy, spoken to the owner now for over 2 hours. We have an hour-long meeting again with the founder of the company tomorrow. Why? Because we're getting all the due diligence done. We're helping you guys understand this is a real, and even ask Randy, after today, I'm solidified. I'm comfortable. I understand. I'm done. And what I'm about to show you is really just the back end stuff, what makes it work and how it works and all that stuff, and get into the important aspect. Number one, when I first came on, we talked to a rep in the company who had a lot of people under him, and honestly, he gave us bad information. And it was to help himself instead of to help others. I'm going to tell you right now, everybody on this call, you need to have a heart of what's called giver's gain, and that's the whole principle of this project. If you help somebody to bring in donations, you will in turn be blessed, because those donations are going to trickle up, and we're going to show you how that works in just a second. We're going to get into the basics of the donation. I don't want to call it a matrix or a plan or anything like that, but just basically what happens when you step up the ladder and do an auto donate, and what happens when you do an auto placement of the people that are coming in underneath you. Randy and I started literally 2 weeks ago, but literally kicked off last week at some point. And so what you're looking at on the screen is when we come to open up our back office. And well, first off, you guys are having trouble getting onto the back office. Let's dispel what's gone through in the last 24 hours. They were changing servers. They changed cloud platforms to Amazon servers. They ended up having to get new site certificates. Yesterday morning, the old site certificate expired. They put a new site certificate in place, and within 48 hours, it propagates throughout the entire world, sometimes 72, but mostly 24 to 48 hours. If you have a problem, for example, simply go to the tools on your Firefox, because you can bypass the issue, because people are having a problem logging in. What they're getting is this. So right now I have it turned on. So if I were to go to my website, startfundraiser.org or .com, and I were to click the login, and I click login, I'm going to get the error because the site certificate is not up. And this is what everybody's been getting. So you go to Tools, Options, Advanced, click this little Query OSC or OCSP Responder Service, blah, 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 to validate or the validity of certificates. Just uncheck that, and then go back to your tab and click Refresh. Boom, I'm in. Okay. So we bypassed your browser setting to validate site certificates. This site is 100% secure. You will see that right here with the HTTPS. There's nothing unsecure. Encryption level's high. And currently, Randy and I have a 440 balance. Now, if you look, all funds that come through have a 7-day hold. After the 7 days, they move from current balance over here to withdrawable balance. Okay? So when we started, we basically were just us. And so I'm going to go to the generations viewer. Here's your explanation for the stuff below. Don't worry about that just yet. What you want to do is learn how to build down. You want to make sure that this auto button for the automatic placement tool is checked. Make sure this is checked. We screwed up. Here's what happened. We went 22 wide, okay? And we were lucky that the majority of them didn't place anybody underneath them. Otherwise, we would have been stuck. We immediately, once we found out the comp plan, which were, I don't like saying comp plan, the donation stepping system, however you want to say it. Once you understand that, your mind is going to be blown, because what we've talked about, what we've thought about being able to receive donations 7 levels deep is totally gonna just absolutely 1,000% better with now an understanding of how it works. So we put these people on, and I'm going to expand them out. And if you notice, there's some that have already been working on expanding out down below. And you got to look for that little arrow. Okay. So in about a week, this is our back office, which is going to go from this to several thousand within 30 days. And you're going to see why right now. So here's the generations viewer. Automatically make sure this is checked. Your on-off is checked for the accelerator automatic placement tool, and you're going to understand why. So when you have that checked, it comes in, you sign somebody up, you send them to your website, you sign somebody up, and like for us, they're going to go through, and we're going to do a test for you. So startfundraiser.org, this is our website. I tell somebody, hey, go to startfundraiser.org and click on the Join Us Now, okay? And I tell them to click on the Donate $200 to my project. They do. They select it. It's going to go, I'm going to go test dummy, and the company name's irrelevant, 01/01/1970, 123 Happy Street, and Fullerton, Cal, where I was born, country, United States. And California, and the zip code 11211. All right. And the phone number is 123-456-7456, whatever. And my address is, let's just say, kelby.smith@gmail.com. That is a valid address, so please don't email me there. Email to Crowdfund. And I want to check for a unique username, so probably test dummy is going to be taken because people do this, so let's see. Oh, it's available. Okay, so that's my new username. And I'm going to put in a password, and I'm going to put in a PIN, 1234, 1234, and UK. Now, so if somebody is wanting to sign up, they simply do this. They click Enter. After agreeing to the terms and penalty of perjury, click Submit. Hold on one sec. No, it won't. I got your text. It won't. We're fine. And then they got to log in. So they got to log in to Test Dummy. Now, after they log into Test Dummy, for them to buy, and this is where you got to walk them through. We're going to clean this up a little bit. Talk to the owner today. He's going to do some things that are going to work in a bulk basis. But they got to go to Step Up. Click Step Up. And then they go down to the very bottom. They add to the cart, proceed, add to the cart, so that they get their first level completely added to the cart, and then they check out. Okay? So that's it. They agree to the terms of service. They click Continue. And then it brings them to a payment page for a credit card. Now this information gets transferred. 100% of the $200 gets donated up to you. It's that simple. So if you don't get that, watch this video a few times. You will get it. So now we're going to go back to our website. Log in. And of course I can jump right in because I turned off the site certificate. And so for anybody that wants to know what the rules are, here's the rules. You got to develop a project. You do not have to develop a project prior to receiving donations. Donations will come in to your website and they will hit your balance. But you want to auto-donate up. So to step up, Randy and I are on level 5, step 2. So if you take a look, this is where we started. And we left this on. We just turned it off because we don't have anybody near 3 or 4. But I'm going to tell you, when somebody's approaching 4, for me to stay in front of them and for me to participate in a revenue, I have to be at a level above them. So as those donations come in now, because I'm not auto-stepping up, instead of it automatically purchasing the next step and donating it up to the guys above me, what I'm going to do is put that into the CAFRs, pull it out and put it into our account. And then we're going to leave probably a few $1,000s in play just to get ready. And quite frankly, if there was a whale coming past me and down below me at level 7, I'd just pull out a credit card and I'd hit the whole thing and go up to 7, step 3, and be done. And that way I wouldn't have to worry about getting bypassed. But there was a guy who is above us who was on level 5, step 1. He did not realize we were moving so fast. We just donated $800 this morning up, and he missed it because he was step 1, level 5, not step 2. Somebody else got it, and he got an email saying, I'm sorry you did not qualify for this bonus because he was not at the same level as us. So it hurts. But here's the interesting thing, guys. Here's a generations viewer. When you get people that are placed automatically because of this, and say I'm 50 generations down, and this is what it's going to look like. This thing's going to be so big we're not even going to be able to see it on the screen. But 50 generations down, I can place a guy right here underneath the 50th floor and say he's a guy that I know can drive donations my direction. No matter what, and this is what makes all the difference, I'm not just getting donations from 7 immediate levels down because I'm the parent. I can put a guy 25 levels down to motivate somebody who's not really motivated and send off that occasional email to him. Look, I just put a big person underneath you that's going to donate a lot. You need to figure out how to work this. And then when the donations start happening, they're going to get an email, you've been skipped, because they have not qualified for level 2 or 3 or 4. And so it's going to drive them to run to the bank to get money pulled out, to donate it up so they can qualify to receive donations from that guy. And I get 7 full levels down from no matter where we place them because I am the parent. So this comp plan, donation plan, whatever you want to call it, is not just you in the middle and you're buying up 7 levels and going down 7 levels. You literally can place people down below you anywhere, and you get the donations from every single person below them up to 7 levels deep. So think about this. This is worldwide. This entity is a website. They have some plans that are unbelievably interesting, and I'll share them with you in probably 30 days. I've been asked not to share them with you. This company has thought things through. So people that are hurting for a house payment, people that are hurting for a need, they can literally come in, set up for free, get a website if they had no money, and they can drive traffic to their free website, like for us. You can see your website right here under account settings. You have a referral website. That's the marketing one when you want people to donate to you. And then you have a project URL. This is the one of your project where it'll come straight to your PayPal account. This is the one where they want to participate in receiving donations to. This is the one where they just want to donate to you. We have a testimonial URL. But if you take a look at our project URL, we actually had a guy last night donate $250. Okay? And they can pick options, whatever they want to do, and they can donate, make a donation. I got to fix that. Didn't see that before. So under the account settings, this is your website right here, refer website. So when you go here, This is what I suggest people to do. And anybody that needs help, I will help them do this. It takes 5 minutes and about $15 to $30, depending on whether you get 1 or 2 websites to donate to refer people to you. But this is what we suggest to do. We just simply go to DirectNick, or we go to GoDaddy or whatever, and you register a domain. But there's a lot of people that have technology issues. Call me up within 5 minutes. We'll take your credit card. We'll register your domain name. It's yours. We will put the forwarding links up in place so that, like for us, ours is startfundraiser.org, but this is where it really redirects to. So when you go to startfundraiser.org, it redirects to the one that they gave us. Even though it says 42 action here, it's a PHP site, so basically it just drops into our site. We're Grow Your Project. We took our names off and we put Grow Your Project up there. All right, so what I'd like to do is, let me bring up I'm going to share this to give you guys, I'm just going to say, look, this is perfect world. Level 1 is you. So we're just going to put 1 in there. And in a perfect world, now look, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, there's people out there who say, go get 2 and you're done. Don't, this isn't what it is. If you have a true project and you're trying to get donations, it never stops. It never stops. You need to go and get 1,000 donations to you. Go get 1,000 project managers. It's not as hard as you think to go find people to donate to a cause, especially when they have an opportunity to have a donation to their cause. So in a low ball way to look at things, if I was to get 2 in a perfect world, that's the donations that are on the table after all the step-up costs. When I'm donating up to those projects above me, these are the individual level costs before you get done with level 7. So it's roughly $22,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. Somebody add that up for me and tell me what that number is. So you donate up, and you can participate in that level of donation income. Do you understand? Now, say you're like Randy and myself, where we're going to place people all over the board. And see, I can't show you what it would be like to place somebody 100 levels down. This is just a straight compressed 7 levels. So if I place somebody right here on my 2nd level, but they're 50 floors down, compression allows me to get paid on every single 6 of their levels. You understand? So when I sit there and I show people this, for me it's an amazing, amazing thing. So I want to just get people excited, and I don't know what everybody else would do, but if everybody committed to getting 8 and they fell short, just increasing it by 1 number didn't double it, didn't triple it. It brought it up from $1 million to $6 million. 7 levels deep. It actually brought it up from 600,000 because I went 1 level down too far. But so $6 million of donations by simply going and feeding the Generations viewer on an auto donate over a period of time, getting them to trainings and helping them understand that if you bring somebody in, that they donate to you, to your cause, and you teach them how to do the same thing, and where they can donate to themselves. Hold on.
They didn't get the memo.
Yeah, they didn't get the memo, so I got people calling in, sorry. So if you teach people to just, and this isn't a duplication thing, this is you hustling to get people to understand this is a legitimate opportunity. And people all over the country are going to freak out in about 6-8 months when they realize there's millions of people doing this. And guys, we're coming up on a period of time where we need to start seriously considering other alternatives of income. So in our wallet, and we're going to cut this to probably a 35, 40-minute call. In our wallet, Randy and I have a balance of $440. I ordered the debit card. I uploaded my identity. I validated my shipping address, and they verified it was processed on 7/7, and I also uploaded our PayPal information. That got a payment last night for $250. It was pretty unbelievable out of nowhere. And I know people don't understand that. Don't worry about it. That just came through our project page versus coming in through the main page here. But we have the ability now to simply help people create an income alternative for themselves. And I say income alternative because it's not income. It's a donation. People are out there trying to get jobs, trying to get a salary to where they can receive an income so they can pay a tax and barely get by. This is one of those things where it meets all standard requirements across the board for receiving donations. And just like your grandfather gives you a donation at Christmas, it's a non-taxable event. You don't even have to report it, okay? Now, I'm not a CPA. You need to go ask your CPA and make sure. I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to tell you to report everything as income, potentially, and that's between you and them and between you and your government. Personally, I'm not a United States citizen. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. There's a difference in law, and I'll take the time to show anybody that. We also teach people how to live in the private, structurally set up foundations, structurally set up properly American citizenship, State of the Union citizenship versus United States citizenship. And when you have that in place, you literally are out of the jurisdiction of their hands. So if somebody says, you know, are you trying to get out of paying taxes? It's not about that, guys. I'm about receiving donations for my cause. That's what I'm about. There's nothing wrong with it. And on that note, I'd like Randy to kind of talk about the donation aspect and what people can do out there and what they've done with donation projects. Randy? Okay,
great. Thank you. One of the things that I wanted to point out, when Kelby was opening up each one of those individual little icons and more popped out, don't mistake those for people. Those are actually fundraisers that have begun. So people that for whatever reason were looking to raise some money for their project, each one of those is a new fundraising project. And the difference between us and all other competition is the way that ladder system is that Kelby showed you. When you step up that ladder, eyes are being forced to take a look at your fundraiser, at your program, whatever your project is. So he showed you the wallet with $440 in it. I can tell you over the course of the last week, that wallet had over $4,000 in it. Mm-hmm. And instead of taking anything and putting it in our pockets for our own fundraiser, we took those funds, and if you look at individual people here, there are individual projects that are above us, of people that got started, that shared this opportunity with us. And we donated 100% of the proceeds, including the $800 today, to other people's fundraisers. We did not pocket $1 of the money that came in. We donated it to other people's fundraisers. That's the beauty of this. If you're philanthropic, you like to be a giving person, like we do, you can turn around and take those funds and give them to other people. Now, I wanted to say, you know, this company did about $5 million in fundraisers last year. Fundraisers made, you know, a significant, you know, just how you see right here on the screen, $5 million in fundraisers came in. Another thing that separates us from all other fundraisers out there is there's no fees taken out of the donation whatsoever, and there's no quotas. And what I mean by that, there's an example of a gentleman. I just saw his fundraiser yesterday. He is homeless. He lost his home to a foreclosure, so he's literally sleeping on park benches and the ground, anywhere he can find a place to put his head. He did a fundraiser through Kickstarter or Indiegogo or one of the other ones that are out there that have been around, and these are multi-million, in some cases, billion-dollar companies. And when he did not reach his goal by a certain time, Even though he needed even a dollar, that particular company took every one of those donations back, whether it was in the thousands or whatever it was he was looking for, and gave it back to the funders. Those funders wanted him to have the money, and instead, the fundraiser took it all back and gave it back to the funders. So the man still to this day is sleeping somewhere on the ground or on a park bench. He didn't get matched up with any of those funds, which is, it's completely horrific that he is going through that. So we don't have anything like that. When somebody donates to your fundraiser, you get the money. It goes directly into your PayPal account or whatever it is. When they see your project, you give it, you post it on Facebook, you post it on Twitter, whatever, and they make a donation to your PayPal account, that's yours to do whatever your fundraiser is. So if it's, you wanted to publish a new book, you've never had the funds to go do it, here's your way. You want to sing a song and put it on a CD and you don't have the funds how to do it, you don't have the wherewithal, start a fundraiser. You have a new entrepreneurial venture, this is the way to do it. You're losing your home to foreclosure, you have all kinds of legal fees, this is one of those ways to do it. Medical fees, you name it. Now, the experts in the industry, analysts, money people, they all understand just how huge crowdfunding is. And there's a company that started a few years ago called Kickstarter, and when they were just an infant, they were still in the process of raising money for themselves to get that idea, that concept off the ground. Facebook bought them up for $2 billion. And even if you value them today, based on, it's either today or numbers of like a year ago, they were only valued at $600 million. But yet Facebook paid $2 billion for them. That tells you that they understand just how huge this is. And we're at the forefront of this company. The other thing is it doesn't matter how silly or serious your fundraiser is. This is a real live example of a guy who started a fundraiser. He was a college student. It was all in fun. He was trying to get through college, pay his way. And he, as a joke, put a fundraiser together. If you donate $5 to his fundraiser, then he will let you taste his potato salad. And if you donate $15 to his fundraiser, he'll give you the whole recipe. And that male college student, which is kind of funny to me, fundraiser raised $62,000. So if you think, oh, I can't think of anything, that was potato salad, you guys. Potato salad, a potato salad recipe. You can go online and get 1 million potato salad recipes right now. And he raised $62,000, a significant amount of money to go towards his project. And the thing is that was silly. It got some eyes. And the average in the industry of crowdfunding is less than 10% of the fundraisers that are out there will actually be seen by anybody, less than 10%. And out of that, there's a significant of the 10% that will only be seen because they put a celebrity or a politician in front of it. So the average Joe is never going to be seen. The average project or fundraiser is never going to be seen. And that's not the case in this. If you look at the screen right now, if you see Freedom's Fighter, one of the first ones there, that guy already has several fundraisers underneath of him, and all of them, as they go up the ladder, are going to see his fundraiser. And for them to go up the ladder, they have a choice to donate towards his. Those are people that are going to see his fundraiser and say, I love it. Yes, I absolutely want to donate it. If you put this on the auto spotlight or auto, what's the word I'm looking for? Auto placement.
Auto step up.
Auto step up. They're going to, like $800 last night. Kelby and I did not look to see exactly where that went. It could have went to any number of products or projects, any number of fundraisers. And if you look at the ladder steps that we took from 5 down, each time we took another step on that ladder, that was somebody's fundraiser that got a donation, starting from the very first $40 to the next 10 to 50 to 100. All of that, 100% of it was donated to people. We don't even know them, you guys, and yet we gave back to them.
And all the continual donations kept coming in, and because of the auto step-up feature that was on, we've gotten to this point right here of level 5, step 2 in about a week. And that allows us now to receive donations on people, on the generations, 5 levels deep. So, and what I mean by 5 levels deep is anybody that's paying, there's a matching bonus that comes up all throughout all 7 levels. Now, I'm sorry I interrupted you, Randy. Were you done?
No, you're good. Go for it.
Okay. So here's the awesome thing. Look at the accountability here, transactions. So you have a history of every single thing that transpired from beginning to end, including debit cards, debit card withdrawals, debit card uses, withdrawals to bank accounts, PayPal payments, anything. So currently we have this growing donation pool of people that have similar interests to us, and we now have completely reversed our thought process, because if we were only paid on the donations from the immediate 7 levels down, it would make total sense for us to go 22 to 150 people wide. And unfortunately, we got bad information, and we shared some bad information to people. It doesn't make sense to do that. It makes sense to go 2 levels and drive down and leave this auto check feature on. Why? Because it places automatically, and like right now we put TJ Mars just as an example a minute ago. I changed it, put him in our spotlight. Why? Because he's a hustler. The guy goes out there and gets it, and he's in the middle of moving, and he needs some help. And so I'm going to light him up, and I'm going to show him how much I appreciate him and stand behind him. And so auto placements are going to come in. And I got another friend who's a private investigator. Today we loaded him up, and we put some important people underneath him that's going to drive people down. He didn't talk to these people. We did. But these are all paid people that when he starts leveling up and these people take off and start leveling up, no matter what, I'm going to tell you right now, because I know he's on the phone watching, this guy, watch out. The boss, he's a whale, and you're going to have to buy up. I'm telling you. You're
donate up.
You're going to have to donate. Yeah, sorry. It's all wordplay, but it's true. You're going to have to donate up just to keep up with this guy. What does that mean for you? Major donations coming in. And we had a guy that was right above us who's on this call who missed a big donation because he was not on the proper level. He didn't necessarily understand the plan, and now he does, and he bought all the way up. He's up past us still because he knows he better stay up past us if he wants to receive the donations from our pool. So as you see, this is a week, and I haven't expanded everything out, but this is a week, and we've got 40 plus, 50 plus, I don't know, people in here, families, projects, people that have a need. And it's fully supported. Any donation that comes in, there's a hold for 7 days, and then it will transfer from right here to right here, withdrawable. Now, if I do an auto step-up wallet, no matter what, this current balance, as soon as it hits our next one, which is $1,600, this, with that auto donate feature, will automatically withdraw the money from here and pay it towards a project that's above me and Randy right here. Then that will put us on level 6, step 1. And so we're going to be every day monitoring the flow of people underneath us to make sure that we need to hit this as fast as we can and get this done. Level 6 is another $48 to $50, $100, somewhere in there. And then level 7 is the big one. It's a little over 10 grand, or a little under 10 grand, or about 10 grand right here. Now, again, you go over here to this. Here's what it takes right here. on a total basis to donate up to the 7th level. And if in a perfect world, if you got 3 managers to get 3 managers to get 3 managers, 7 levels deep, this is the donations that you would receive. Does 6,158,120, is that worth $22,000 of your donations up and your time to help the people below you so that you can receive donations? I think yes. So on that note, Randy, do you have any closing comments?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that they understand that basically if all you ever did was scant, if all you ever did was 2 people, and we know that people on this call don't think like that, and if you take those 2 people and you just continue to take it down 7 levels of building, 2 who get 2, that becomes 4 and 8, et cetera, extrapolate out the numbers. For every 2 that you drive through all the way through the 7th level, with the numbers that come in, that's over $400,000 in donations to you. That's only at the beginning, just 2, and extrapolating it out. And we don't think like that. Nobody should think like that. That's scant thinking. Think bigger. And every time, like he said, the next one is $1,600 for us, the next step on a ladder. That $1,600, you guys, is not going into our pockets. That's going towards other people's fundraisers. So we get to go up the ladder, which gets more eyes on our program, on our fundraiser. So we get a benefit there, and we donate $1,600 to other people's fundraisers. So they get a benefit as well. Mm-hmm. It's just genius how this was built. I've never seen anything like it. I can tell you Kickstarter has over 200,000 fundraisers underneath of them right now. We are a baby in this. This company is a little over a year old. We, the people, have the power. We have word of mouth. We have 100% of the eyes on the projects. We have no negatives, such as fees and quotas. We have the power, and we can build this, and you can build this, and together we'll do it. So our website is startfundraiser.org. However, if you were invited out here tonight by somebody else, you must get back with them. This isn't about us recruiting every single person. This is about us helping other people get fundraisers started and help them grow. So get started tonight.
Awesome. So just as a recap, guys, you're looking at this spreadsheet. Remember something. This is just indicative of you being in the middle and donating up, and then you receiving the donations down, and you can play with the numbers. We're going to this isn't something that gets sent out to everybody. This is in the private. People that like to crunch numbers, look at them. You do not want to do presentations on stuff because this is not a real figure. We don't know what any one particular person could do. You can have people that will donate 200 and never do anything towards their own project. And, I've had people say, well, then I feel like I donated $200 and I didn't get anything out of it. Well, wait a minute. Ask yourself what your heart is. Are you donating towards a true project, or are you trying to buy into a platform to just make money? Because you can get the platform for free right now. Okay, the platform doesn't cost anything. But if you want to participate and donate up so that you have an opportunity to receive from down, you have to pull $200 out of either your pocket or go get a couple of people to bring in. We did have people where they came on and they did not have the funds. They literally got a free website, got somebody to sign up at the website, converted it, got the $200 out of the person, got them committed, and then used those funds towards the purchase and donation up to pay for his first level. So it's pretty awesome. Right here on the wall that you guys got on your email is, I don't want to make this complicated. It's 2 questions. It's those 2 questions that I've already read to you. What you want to do is ask a friend 2 questions. Listen to me very carefully. If you feel you have an inability to help people understand the validity of this product, the validity of this service, you need to ask the person those two questions, and you need to just be quiet. And then when they say they're available at such and such time, you need to call this number right here, 844-447-2386. It's going to be Eileen. Ask to book an appointment with Randy or Kelby, and she's going to send you out this video link. She's going to send you out another audio link to that party. Automatically, we're going to collect their email, collect their phone number, and that is going to go towards your structure. Now, why would we do that? Well, let's go back. Remember this? When we started, that 200 that came in, we didn't hang on to it. We donated it up. So we benefit for assisting you to help bring people underneath you. And we will help anybody by simply dialing this toll-free number, setting up an appointment with Eileen. We will help you onboard the people with you so that they understand it. They will have to watch and listen to an audio and watch this video, and then we'll start working with you to get them placed underneath you and get this thing hammered out. Commit. Commit to 8. Commit to 10. Commit to 20. We did 20. Everybody's saying, oh, but you guys have a list. Yeah, I don't. If you understood, no, it's my friends. I call up. I tell them, shut up. This is the best thing you will ever do. Give me $200. Now, this is for my project, and I'm going to show you how you can do the same yourself, and I'm going to show you how you can benefit 7 levels down.
And the funny thing is, it really wasn't for our project. We gave it all away.
Right. Right. We gave it all away so that we can go up and continue to receive further down. That's going to conclude the call. We're going to share some important links. Anybody that wants a copy of the link of this, or excuse me, of this, send an email to crowdfund@equityretention.org, crowdfund@equityretention.org. And we want to thank you for coming on the call. Remember, go back to the person that invited you to this call. Go to their website. If you're here from 42 Action or his advocates, go to startfundraiser.org and join. Now look, 24 hours is a propagation issue, but again, for people, because there's a lot of people on a call right now, to get through the propagation issue, if you're getting a certificate error, just go to Tools, Options, Advance, and uncheck this box. Tools, Options, Advance, uncheck the query box. Tools, Options, Advance, uncheck the query box. Good night. God bless. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.